It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see James Conner closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Cardinals and the Pats under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the... Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona. First carry for James Conner. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25 on second down, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Jones now to throw on third down. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is end of the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some room to work. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Shifts by him. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He completes it to Henry. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals at 5-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. Touchdown! James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry, and that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2nd and 11 now. To throw is Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Murray now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Open man is Jakobi Meyers. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, it's Conner. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, it's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They run behind center with Conner. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Conner up the middle. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start on the ground with Harris.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Off play action. Jones rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returning it is Moore. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Murray giving to Connor on the option.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Murray going to throw. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progression.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. They had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They run for it with Harris. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Jones.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Conner. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's a handoff to Conner. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Cardinals.